Morning, my dear students. Today we are going to revise chapter 5 of statistics, that is presentation of data in textual and tabular form. Presentation of data means exhibition of data in such a clear and attractive manner that these are easily understood and analyzed. Means when we are presenting the data or exhibiting our data in such a form that it is easily understood by the reader or the audience who is reading it, and it also looks attractive to the reader and makes conclusion out of that information. Textual presentation refers to the presentation wherein data is presented in the form of text or a part of description. It is also known as descriptive presentation. An example is given over here. Like in a strike call given by trade unions of shoemaking industry in the city of Delhi, 50% workers reported for the duty and only 2 out of 20 industries in the city were totally closed. Now here in this example we have been given a statistical data that only 50% workers reported and 2 industries out of 20 were totally closed. But this textual presentation is suitable only when we have to present some small amount of data. We cannot present a large amount of data through this textual presentation. The drawbacks of this method is it does not offer anything at one's glance and comparison is difficult under this form of presentation. The next is tabular presentation. When data is presented in the form of table, then it is known as tabular presentation. The process of presenting data is known as tabulation, and the table is the outcome of tabulation process. Table is also known as an arrangement of rows and columns. Essential parts of a table are table number, means each and every table must be numbered so that we can easily compare the data of different tables. Title of the table means a brief explanation of all the contents of a table should be given at the top of the table. Head note, if the title is not explaining all the parts of the table, then it have to be given under the head note given below the title. Column headings or caption, it explains the heading or the content given in the columns. Stubs or row heading, stubs are the title of the rows of table. These title indicates information contained in the row of the table. Body of the table means the main part about which we are making the table, and this body is written in the cells. Unit of measurement, unit of measurement of the figures of the table should always be stated along with the title if unit does not change throughout the table. Footnote is explained at the end of the table and it explains the specific features of data content of the table which is not self-explanatory. Source note, when tables are based on secondary data, source of data is to be given, means from where we have taken that secondary data, that is to be mentioned in the source note. Here is a format of table given to you. Look at this. The first of all table number should be there, then title and then head note, and then the steps head means the headings of the rows, and the columns head means captions. Then we are having a body where we have to enter our data, and lastly we have footnote and source. Next is kinds of a table. Tables can be classified according to purpose, originality and construction. According to purpose, we have two types of tables, general purpose table and special purpose table. General purpose table are also known as reference table. It is a table which can be used generally for any purpose. No specific purpose is served from these tables. Special purpose table are also called summary tables, and these are used only for some specific purposes. They cannot be used for general purpose. Next is according to originality. There are two types of table, original and derived table. Original table is that table in which data are presented in the same form and manner in which they are collected, while derived table is a table in which data are not presented in the form in which they are collected, but firstly they have to be converted into ratios and percentages and then they are presented. So here ratios and percentages are derived from any original data. Next is table according to construction. According to construction, the first form of table is simple or one-way table which shows one characteristics of data. Like here is an example given to you, number of students in a college. So it represents the data based upon the classes only. Clear? So class and number of student is given. It is based upon the one feature of data. Next is complex table, where more than one feature of data is to be shown. It can be a double way table or the two way table, like here it is being shown in the example, class wise as well as the number of students according to boys and girls. So two types of information is given. First is class and second is their male and female. Next is treble table, where three characteristics are to be shown. The data is divided into three characteristics, like here in an example. Firstly it was divided class wise, then it was divided into boys and girls, and then among boys and girls they are divided into rural and urban, means location wise. Clear? Last is manifold classification, where more than three types of characteristics are shown. Like here in this table we have divided the students class wise, then according to male and female, then according to rural urban area, and lastly married and unmarried. Clear? So this is more than 4 qualities we are taking for presenting our data. This is known as manifold table. Last topic is merits of tabular presentation. By presenting data in table form, presenting data in the tabular form is very simple and gives a brief look to our presentation. It also facilitates comparison, means comparison becomes more easy when data is presented in tabular form. Easy analysis is possible, and it highlights the characteristics of the data, and the tabular presentation is economical as well, because it saves times and space. So this is all about this chapter. If you have any doubt, please revert back to me. Thank you.